Hi everyone, my name is Gifty Akosia. You can simply call me Nurse Titi. I'm a nurse by profession and also a member of Consummate Health Foundation. Today, we want to discuss an important topic with you, that is menstrual hygiene. We all know that in the month of May, we all celebrate World Menstrual Hygiene Day. That is why we want to also celebrate with you. Yes, when you look around, looking at the red color symbolize anything that is so emotional to all of us. That is why we receive packages that are wrapped in red and we love it so much. We see flowers and we are carried away. Yes, and with this, we also have one vital thing that is being ignored, but then it is part of all women, and that is menstruation. Yes, who goes through this stage and what is menstruation? We know that an adolescent girl in his own, let me say God in his own wisdom knows that this girl is supposed to what? Progress from the childhood into an adulthood. So going through that stage to prepare for adulthood, one of the changes, somebody will say the physiological changes, is the menstruation. So from 10 to 19 years of this adolescent girl, that is what we are terming as an adolescent. Yes, and we are saying menstruation is the shedding of the endometrial lining of the uterus. Yes, God in his own wisdom prepares the female adolescent, things that we can't see, it's all within. But then, everything is so ready, with all blood filled, so spongy, ready for fertilization. But when this doesn't happen, that is when it's shed off or it comes out as red that we see as menstruation. Yes, so with this in mind, when this happens, we are saying that we are not being treated fairly, whereby there is stigma. We want to end all this stigma by the year 2030, whereby all males, being it in our class, in schools, being it in our offices, being it anywhere that they are found, they should be able to understand what we go through, what is menstruation, so that we all evolve. We know that where we live in Ghana here, parents, people that are even older than us don't have time. Even if they have the time, they don't have the courage to teach the younger ones what is menstruation. And that is why we want to do this with you, whereby we can break the silence on it. Everybody should be aware, including all males, whereby they can help us when we need their support. Okay, so when we say menstrual hygiene, we know we have a lot of hygienes. Yes, hygiene is just keeping oneself clean from head to toe. But then we have different types. We have the facial hygiene, we have the hair hygiene, we have the hand hygiene. But then we want to pick menstrual hygiene as a topic. So menstrual hygiene is keeping oneself clean from the time of the menstruation till you are done. We know it takes 28 or 30, 31 per cycle, but averagely it is just 28. That is why the date, remember, is on 28. So from this time, some will have it for maybe about 7 days, some will have it for maybe for 5 days, but at least 3 days for some women. So what can you do to help yourself during this time? We know that one should be able to keep oneself clean by bathing at least twice a day, morning and evening. Sometimes, if possible, if you're at home, even in between the morning and evening, it is possible you can stop bath, depending on how you are feeling. Fine. Then at least you should be able to change yourself 4 to 6 hours. Yes, as females or as women, we know how we feel it. You should be able to know when you are flowing, and that is why you should have extra period materials with you, whereby you can change yourself. Because the more you keep the period product, being it the pad, being it the towel on you for long, then it means heat or the moisture is going to what? Breed more bacteria, whereby you'll be causing more infection. That is more harm to yourself than good. Then you should also avoid douching the vagina. Some would like to wash after bathing the whole body. They also want to wash and wash into the vagina, but we are saying that no, leave that one to God. God in his own wisdom knows that you and I must go through that. Aside that too, we know that some would like to look or to smell good, and in that case they want to use sweet scented soaps. Some won't even spray around the vagina, but we are saying no, just bath. Make sure it's a clean water, your soap, your sponge. When you're done bathing, you clean yourself. That is all. So you see, these are some of the things you're supposed to be doing. And somebody to ask, what about if I'm using the cloth? Yes, you're supposed to also wash the cloth, but we know youths like us and our younger ones wouldn't like to wash their own blood, so they would like to discard. Yes, when we get to our next step or our next video, we will know what to do when we get there. Aside that, make sure that wherever you are, everything you are using as your period product should be disposed of neatly. It's all part of the menstrual hygiene, because we know cleanliness is next to godliness. So you would like to leave your used product materials anywhere. So we will teach you how you can package them and also dispose them of nicely. Then, last but not the least, you should be able to change your underwears and your panties regularly. Yes, you wash them frequently. You don't have to use them several times before you wash them, because you know that you want to keep yourself clean. You don't want to introduce anything into the vagina before you finish with the product or with the period. Okay, so with that in mind, we also want to look at some of the challenges that we go through. That is why we are calling on the males to be involved. During this time, menstruation comes with pain, we'll say dysmenorrhea, and how will it be managed? That is where we need your support. Some also, during this time, they also feel shy, and with this, they will not even want to come to school at all. Or even when they come, they isolate themselves and they are left somewhere. Some also even lose concentration because of the pain. Some are not even interactive, and sometimes the sad issue about this is that they just come to class and don't even inquire why this young girl is just quiet. They just use the cane on you and they feel it's normal, and the boys will start laughing. Oh, it's so sad. We want the males to be involved. When they know what that lady is going through, I don't think they will laugh this time around, because we want to end the stigma by the year 2030. That is why we want to involve you. Around this time too, some will just get irritated, they become angry because of their mood swings. It's not their fault. There is infatuation in the hormones. Remember, we mentioned the estrogen and then the progesterone. So with this in mind, they need your support, and we all need to be there for them. Yes, it's not only about the psychological changes or trauma that they go through. They also have infections. That is, if they don't take care of themselves well. Like I said, you need to change yourself 4 to 6 hours. Yes, at least. So with this, if she's not able to do that, then it means she's going to harbor infection to herself. Some also even have these rashes all around. Yes, the dermatitis. The skin changes around the vagina, it becomes reddish, some with rashes, some even swell up, and it comes with pain. We want to avoid all this. Some at the end of the period even have yeast infection, and we want to also avoid all this. So with all this in mind, I know you've enjoyed our video, and you are going to also enjoy the next video that is going to talk about how to fix the period products and how to dispose them of neatly. Thank you for watching our video, but don't forget to like and share with other colleagues, including the males, being it in your class, being it in your offices as well. Thank you. Bye for now.